Hey, it's Alex. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 warning signs that your warehouse is hemorrhaging money right now, and the exact 4-step system to fix it without expanding your space or hiring more staff. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to reorganize your warehouse using a zone-based layout that one e-commerce company used to cut their picking and packing times by 30% and reduce errors to almost zero. What this means for your business is that you can handle more orders, eliminate costly mistakes, and finally stop paying for wasted space and wasted time. Let's dive in. If you've ever walked into your warehouse and felt that sinking feeling like you're looking at chaos instead of a system, you're not imagining it. Your warehouse is probably costing you way more than you think. Here's what I mean. Red flag number 1 is cluttered aisles. If your team is playing Tetris just to walk through the warehouse, you've got a layout problem. This isn't about tidiness, it's about the fact that every squeeze and sidestep is time wasted, time that's costing you money. The second red flag is the treasure hunt. Your team shouldn't need a map and compass to find products. If they're spending minutes searching for items that should take seconds to locate, that's lost productivity multiplied by every single order. And when you're dealing with dozens or hundreds of orders a day, those minutes add up fast. Red flag number 3 is that your labels and signs are a mess. Outdated labels, missing signs, or zones that nobody can identify is the silent killer. Your team can't work efficiently when they're constantly guessing where things go. Red flag number 4 is that you're either running out of stock or drowning in it. If your inventory levels are all over the place, your warehouse layout is part of the problem. When items aren't organized by velocity or frequency, you can't see what's moving and what's collecting dust. And red flag number 5 is safety incidents waiting to happen. Stacked boxes that are leaning, narrow pathways, poor visibility. These aren't just OH&S violations waiting to happen. These are signs that your warehouse has outgrown its current system, and it's putting your team at risk. Now, most warehouses didn't start out disorganized. They grew that way. You started small, added products, expanded your range, and suddenly what worked for 50 SKUs is not going to work for 500. The problem is that most business owners treat warehouse organization as a nice to have instead of a must have. The truth is your warehouse layout directly impacts your bottom line. Every misplaced item, every cluttered aisle, every safety issue, that's money leaving your business. And quick thing, I've put together a free interactive warehouse layout calculator that helps you map your optimal zones based on your specific space and inventory. It's in the description below. Grab it now because it'll help you implement everything I'm about to share. All right, let's keep going. So how do we fix this? The first strategy is zone-based layout. This is where you stop treating your warehouse like one giant room and start treating it like a system with specific purposes. Here's how it works. You create distinct zones: receiving zone, storage zone, picking zone, packing zone, and the shipping zone. Each zone has one job, and everything in that zone supports that job. It works because when your team knows exactly where each activity happens, they're not crossing paths, they're not creating bottlenecks, and they're not wasting time moving between areas unnecessarily. The e-commerce company that I mentioned earlier implemented this system and immediately saw their congestion problems just disappear. Strategy number 2 is using vertical space. Most warehouses use probably 30% of their available cubic space. That's insane when you think about it. You're paying for floor space, but you're also paying for the air above it. Install proper shelving systems, or at least mezzanine levels. One manufacturing company I work with doubled their storage capacity without adding a single square foot to their warehouse. They just looked up instead of out. This doesn't mean stacking boxes dangerously high though. It means investing in proper racking systems that let you store more while maintaining safety and accessibility. The third strategy is creating a fast mover area. This is simple but powerful. You identify your top 20% of products, the ones that generate you 80% of orders, and you put them in prime real estate, front and center, easily accessible and clearly labeled. This is the Pareto principle in action. When your most requested items are in the most convenient locations, your picking speed skyrockets. The same e-commerce company put their fast movers in a dedicated zone and cut their average pick time by over a minute per order. And if you multiply that by hundreds of daily orders, you're talking about serious time savings. Let me tell you about the results. The e-commerce company I've been mentioning didn't just reorganize for fun. They were losing money, missing delivery windows, and dealing with constant errors. After implementing the zone-based layout, using vertical space, and creating a fast mover area, they reduced picking and packing times by 30%. The error rate dropped to near zero, and here's the kicker. They did this without expanding their warehouse or hiring any additional staff. The manufacturing company with mezzanine levels reduced their inventory carrying costs and improved their fill rates. They could finally see what they had, access it easier, and make better purchasing decisions. So these aren't flukes. This is just what happened when you treat your warehouse as a strategic asset instead of just a place to dump inventory. So look, a disorganized warehouse is bleeding your business dry. I think we can agree on that. But you can fix it. Implement a zone-based layout, use vertical space, and create a fast mover area. And let technology like warehouse management software help you optimize and track everything. The calculator I mentioned earlier will help you map this out for your specific warehouse. Grab it from the description. And if you want more strategies like this, then hit subscribe because I break down inventory and operation systems every single week. Now, go organize that warehouse, get back your time as well as your money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.